Hello and welcome to this episode of the Work in Progress podcast. I am your host, Colleta Macharia, and I'm very delighted that you could join me today. Now, this is episode number 53, and it's the last episode of season 1. What an amazing journey it has been. My heart is just filled with so much gratitude to the Lord for allowing us to come this far. And as I reflect upon the year and just the process of starting the Work in Progress podcast and getting to where we are today, what is it that really stands out to me? I can say that there are 3 things. And these 3 things are attention, attitude, and action. You see, when we started, I really did not have a clue of what the whole journey was going to look like. And so as we went along, at some point, the learning curve was very steep. Some of the times things did not really go the way we wanted them to go. But I had to keep reminding myself to pay attention to what I can control, to what I can change, or to what I can affect. In short, to use Stephen Covey's words in his book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, what is within the circle of influence is where I needed to put my attention, as opposed to what is within my circle of concern. The other thing is attitude. Again, I had to have a finisher's attitude, a finisher's mindset. When I started, I had in mind to do 53 episodes of the Work in Progress podcast for the first season. Why? Because I wanted to share a gift with you all, a gift to celebrate my 53rd birthday. And so I thought that it would be a great idea to share insights and nuggets of wisdom and things that I was learning, and also get to learn from the process of producing this podcast. And so even though sometimes things got tough, I needed to remain faithful to that commitment. And the final thing is action. Again, thinking about what is it that needed to be done, what is it that needs to be given priority, and going ahead and doing it, whether it is scheduling things, rescheduling, taking and retaking an episode several times just to ensure that it's something that can be shared and be a blessing to my audience. And so I'm grateful for these 3 things because I realize that not only have they been useful and applicable for producing this podcast, but as I reflect upon them, I realize that they are useful, even thinking about my journey as a coach, as a trainer, my journey of pursuing excellence in leadership, paying attention to what matters and having the right attitude and taking the action that I need to take. I realize that these 3 things apply in that journey as well. And so I want to thank you so much for giving me audience, for being there, for giving me feedback and inspiring me to keep going. I want to thank my producer, Jonathan, for all the work that you have put into this podcast. And, the end of one thing is the beginning of another. And so as we gear up for season 2, what I can tell you is get ready to soar. And now, to him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we could ask, think, or imagine, according to his power that is at work within us. To him be glory, to the Christ and the church, throughout all generations, forever and ever. Amen. I wish you a fantastic week. Keep shining, and see you on the next season, season 2 of the Work in Progress podcast. The Work in Progress podcast is brought to you by Cogent Afrique. Visit www.cogentafrique.com to check out learning and development opportunities for you, your team, organization, and family.